doing well? Anyways, I'm on the beach right now. Gonna do some rope skipping. And you can join me. Feel free to join. Something's wrong with my stabilizer, aka gimbal. I think I wrecked it a little bit after using it so many times, carrying it around with me everywhere. Okay. So yeah, it's around 8 a.m. in the morning. It's not that hot. There's some shady areas here. So just a little light morning training. The rope skipping is one of the most perfect things to do, you know. I hope everyone's doing well. Feel free to say hi in the chat. So even when I trip on the rope, I don't stop bouncing. It's like it's an important part of it. Still keep the momentum going on. One, two, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Gotta change the pace, you know. So now I'm going quite fast, but can always slow down. Well, let me say hi in the chat. Good morning. Howdy, Kyla. Chris is here. Hope you're doing well, guys. I'll continue. Sometimes counting helps, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're kind of counting to a certain amount in your head and just keep the tempo up. Trying to keep it light and easy. I'm not heavy on my legs. Basically, I'm not even putting the whole foot down. Changing footwork for diversity, but also to be able to hold the pace. Because if I'm gonna keep pushing on a single side with the same movement, it's just I'm gonna get tired way too soon. See, tripped, but still keep bouncing before I readjust. Hi guys. Hi Texas. A lot of Texas out here. Get a girl. Ain't no getting tired. No way. Not getting tired yet. Okay, let's continue. I'm just taking some seconds off to take an opportunity and say hi in the chat. Okay, let's try double unders. And that was 10. Rope skipping is one of the essential parts of a boxing cardio. You can do it everywhere. It can be like a separate short or long session. And depends how you switch the paces. And if you do intervals, like you can always speed up like this, then go normal, speed up again, and normal. It can be a great cardio. I'm gonna pace it down a little bit for a while. It can get annoying when you try to restart the pace and keep tripping on and on. Change the paces. Can end up like a single, double under. Whew. Hi. Hi Tripto. Hope you're doing well. Whew. Anyways, seems like everyone's doing all right. Glad to see you guys. A little break. Go, go, go. Fair enough, fair enough. Gotta keep going. Hold up. Oh, that's what happened. It's like tied in. It felt a little bit weird, and that's why. Okay, let's keep going. One of the games I like to play on the rope skipping. So I'm gonna just do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's count till 50 or 100. And if I trip, if I'm doing this, so on 100 I would do 1, 2 on 100 on 50. It doesn't matter, whatever amount I set. And if I trip before, I'm gonna have to start over. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 1, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 30, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 50. 2, 3, 4. Again, and I start because I tripped. I'm gonna start over. And 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 9, 2, 3. And we're gonna start over. 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 10, and I gotta start all over. So you understood the rules of the game, right? It really keeps your pace up, and you know, you don't rest that much on your feet. Okay, 1, 2, 10, and I gotta start all over. 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Where do you live? Right now I'm in Da Nang. We lived a few months in Vietnam, Nha Trang, another city, but we have a month left and we're traveling basically. Great, thank you. Look at this influencer, go. Well, I'd rather to be an influencer, you know, and influence you to train and do those things together with me rather than, you know, do something else. Misleading headline. Well, you're here, right? No, I'm joking. I'm trying to respond to questions, but our first part, it says morning skipping rope, which I'm doing, and the Q&A part is gonna come a little bit later on, okay? Okay, well, starting over. 1, 2. So, like in the boxing, like basically everywhere, you can build up different combo. So in the, like right now, I'm just doing like a regular. A lot of people just jump like this, okay? But it's way easier to, if you learn to shift from side to side. 1, 2, 1, 2. So that way, you're gonna let yourself to rest. So like one leg at a time is resting for a second, and it really helps to hold the pace. So it's, instead of just doing this, you do 1, 2, 2, 1. Slightly shifting your body as well. Okay? Then you head up. I don't know what it's called, but that's what Rocky Balboa was doing, and a lot of other boxers do. So 1, 2. This thing really helps to keep it up. Like, let's say you do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. So you got the idea, right? You do like a 1, 2, 3, 4. You can make the combo harder. Let's say we do 1, 2. So now I'm shifting my leg forward. 1, 2. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And head up. 2. And obviously starting over. 1, 4, 1, 2, 2, and to the side. 1, 2, 1, 2, to the side. 3, 4, 1, 2, 2, to the side. Okay? So you can always keep making it harder. Nicely done, Diana. Thank you very much. Do you box? Yes, I do. What the worst injury you ever got? I never got a very bad injury, fortunately. Okay, great job. Thank you very much. Hi, one idea for you. 2 boxer skips, 2 heel, 2 toe shuffles into 2 jumps, and each leg like you are doing, and then I'll lead shuffle. Okay, I don't know, like I'm not sure if I exactly understood your suggestion, but let's try. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So like 1, 2, 3 on the spot. Yeah, I cannot shift, so I just do like a little bit diagonally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2. Let me just practice a little bit. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 4. Yeah. Like shifting. I gotta figure out how to do it. Because you know, there's some people who do very good rope skipping with some epic stuff. There's certain things I do, like mine is more like I like to add double unders. I'm gonna take a little break, okay? Oh, it's hard but satisfying, yeah. Yeah, a little break. Have my water here. Anyways, guys, I hope you're doing well. Let me actually show you around. It's very pretty here. Look at this. So here we have the ocean, and the beach here in Da Nang is quite wide. Like you have a boulevard, there is a parks, and there is a beach area as well. But I'm gonna keep going, okay? There's a little bit while left. Whew. Yeah, all set. Good shuffle. Yeah, mixing it up. Let me try it again. So yeah, you can just practice one movement at a time, and it's a very good way to do it. It's like I'm gonna do shuffle. As you can see, trying some new stuff. Gotta recover a little bit. Honestly, I'll be honest, I'm getting tired. Whew. So beautiful, thanks for showing the view. It looks like paradise. Thank you. Yeah, it is really pretty. Princess, she's Slavic with, she's Georgian with Slavic roots on her mother's side. Yeah, that is true. There's a cutie with a hot girl roots as well. You're not born a hot girl, you become one. I don't know if I'm hot, but I feel very, very hot or heated up right now. Okay, now I'm gonna keep it simple. So I'm gonna keep light and kind of like a low pace. Okay, light and easy. And I'm gonna try to drop some double unders in between, okay? Like very light. The pace is down. Gotta keep it bouncing. And now let's try to do 10 double unders. 1, 10. Okay, keep going with the normal pace. And double unders. Okay. Whew. It's getting hot, guys. Oh boy, oh boy. She's making me tired watching that. Fair enough. I'm getting tired too. Whew. Maybe I switch to the shadow boxing a little bit, huh? Because rope skipping is like I already been doing it at least 15 minutes. You know, like if we don't count like a little talks in between. Whew. Gotta be careful on the surface where you have sand. And very slippery. Also, if you're tired of rope skipping, always can do different footwork. Gotta be careful. As I said, gotta be careful on that surface. The matter shift. I think custom matter actually invented so many stuff. So, like if you have like a famous Tyson shift that I think other boxers like Lomachenko and some others I've seen. I think Terence Crawford uses it to a certain extent. So it's like you're like this, bump, bump. Bump, 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 like kind of around the target. It's like bump, 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 bump. Something like this. And yeah, this is also part of the Soviet school, like bump, bump, step in, 1, 3, 4, 5, step in. Step in. Step in. Go. Yeah. Anyways. In public. Oh my God. Yes. In public. Whew. You'll be ready for Texas heat for when you're calm, since you're conditioning for it. Yeah, I've been conditioning for it for a year now. Whew. Let me see. Nice job, ladies. Stay hydrated. Fair point. Here is the water. And I had a fresh coconut in before. So I feel quite alright. I imagine how much the hip is involved in boxing. It is pretty much not only hip on its own, your feet, your ankles, your knees are quite involved as well. Much love from Ghana. Hi. Sending the love back. In public just means outside. Yeah, I know. I didn't assume that someone said it in a mean way. Just, it's like, oh my God, people out there. Who are they? No, it's fine. You know, like, people are so chill here. I guess it depends where you come from, what environment. Maybe some places people are more judgmental when it comes to outdoor training, but like here in Southeast Asia, in Vietnam, it is very, very welcome. Texas heat is no joke. It's like 110 Fahrenheit. How much is it in Celsius? It's like it's around 40 degrees. Yeah, it's same in Georgia, in Tbilisi right now. Here it's, I would say maybe slightly less, but it's so humid. So it's not very far from that. It's around 100 Fahrenheit here as well. You're a pretty boxer. Thank you. You're a coach. Yes, I am. Elbows up, calm down. The brace, perpetual motion. Good point. So yeah, guys, don't ask me anywhere, please. I have a husband. He's actually here. He was here in the chat, and he's one of the moderators. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Since when you're training? Since I was 15 when it comes to the combat sports, but I started way before. Beautiful coach, thank you. Do you think penguins should pay taxes? I think no one should pay taxes as much they do in some places. Like, for example, Kuwait, where we're going, I think it's a tax-free country. And in Georgia, you don't have property tax, for example. Like, property tax? You're kidding me? So, yeah, let's not torture poor penguins. We already have more than enough to be tortured ourselves. Diana, will you watch Khamzat fight on stream? Yeah, I'll do my best. At this point, we might be traveling, but I'll try to get a hold of the stream. If not, I'll try to find it whenever. You cannot find it on YouTube for long after the live stream, but you know, so some of my friends, for example, they record it to show it to their friends, kind of thing, you know, like, so I might be able to get a hold of it, but I'll try to look at live stream. Where are you from? I'm from Georgia, the country. You're married? Yes. Love the braces. Thank you. Appreciate it. Khamzat from my country. Are you from Chechnya? He will win. Well, I'm more on the DDP side, and not because I like both of them. It doesn't really matter who's gonna win, but logically speaking, I think DDP is gonna win. I'm 21, 173 centimeters and 85 kgs weight, and want to lose 15 kgs. You gotta start tracking your calories and make sure that you're in a calorie deficit. Oh, you mean live stream here? I'm not sure. I'm not so sure about that, but definitely after I watch it, gonna do the live stream about the, you know, discussing it, like talking about what happened, why it happened, and all that kind of stuff, you know. Yes, I'm from Chechnya. Good for you. We're technically neighbors. I'm from Georgia. Is Georgia primarily a Christian country? Yes, it is. My favorite coach. DDP style is crazy. He will not wrestle with the boards. He's also way bigger than everyone in the division, and he's basically a tank. And his endurance is better. Well, someone is saying that Khamzat's training shows that he's been training on endurance. If yes, that might change the outcome. The main reason why I think DDP is going to win is just because he's a tank. He has a mentality, and that mentality lays heavily on his physicality and his endurance and his unorthodox style. It's just like every time you imagine you study the fighter, imagine you're trying to learn and prepare for it, and he just pulls off something completely different on the fight. This kind of fighters are tricky ones. So that's the only reason why I think DDP most likely gonna win it. But it doesn't mean that it's 100% that. Khamzat is undefeated. He's a great fighter, very dangerous, very scary fighter. So we'll see. I'm excited to see that fight as much as all of you. Thank you very much, guys. It looks beautiful. From New Jersey. Hi, New Jersey. You think I can lose it in a month? Well, if you do it a little bit slower, couple months could be more sustainable, because your body also, your body thinks whenever you lose your weight and burn fat, your body thinks that you're dying, you're not having enough fat supply to survive. Especially depends, now it's summer, so it might be easier, but in the colder periods, it's, your body has its own settings, let's call it that way. And it's better to do it gradually. Okay, it would be cool to watch the fight together, or we'll take after the fight then. As I said, I'll look into it. If not, we can talk after. Chris says Georgia is Christian. Yes, first country to be Christian. I think after Armenia. Armenia was the officially first Christian country that accepted Christianity as the main religion, and Georgia was second. But it was in a very close period. I just watched local boxing match last week. Very fun. How did it go? All the wrestlers have endurance. What are you talking about, guys? Well, even between the wrestlers, it is different. Not everyone has exactly the same stamina. Like Merab, for example, and Umar didn't have the same stamina, and both of them are. Umar is striker as well, but he's from Dagestan. He's a wrestler. One of his bases is wrestling. Same for Merab. Merab has a way better stamina. So I'm talking about certain fighters who just have a better stamina and as a result, a better pressure. The first country to be was the Middle East, because there's Christians comes from the movement started from there. So they started spreading Christianity, and Georgia. In Georgia, it was Saint Nina. She was not directly a Jesus student, obviously, because that was centuries later. But she was one of the missionaries, and we're talking about a missionaries. Because it didn't start happening right after the resurrection of Christ. It took a couple 3 centuries, and then by the time it was beginning 5th century, as a government, as a main country religion in Armenia, you can Google it up. I think when it comes to the establishment as as a national religion, I think Armenia and then Georgia were the first countries that accepted it as the religion. I might be wrong, but that's what I remember reading about. Whittaker gave a hard time to DDP, but Khamzat make him look easy. Well, I mean, fair point. I'm not going to say anything against that. Sometimes MMA mass doesn't add up because it's in the different fights. Fighters are in different conditionings and there are different factors. And well, that can be. As I said, I don't think that Khamzat's not going to win necessarily like 100%. He has the chances to pull it off. I think he's going to be able to do that if he manages to finish the fight by the end of the second round or beginning of the third round. That's what I think. If Khamzat wins. Other than that, I think just DDP what he always does is just gonna give the pressure and rather win by decision or essentially knock him out in the later rounds after tiring him off. That's what I think might happen. Khamzat wins via submission or mid first round. Yeah, if he wins, that's how he's gonna win. That's what I think. I agree. I don't disagree with that. Watching from Fiji. Focus. Are you a trained fighter, boxer? We love our Georgian neighbors, respect. Same. I think Georgians and Chechens are quite good with each other. Respect to you too. And subscribe. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Islam Makhachev versus Tapurian. Don't be biased. Who do you think gonna win? That fight to me is 50-50. And I'm not a mood monger, guys. I'm not gonna tell you, oh, this fighter is gonna win or not. It really depends. When you're putting two elite level fighters together, and well, that's one of the reasons why this fight is very highly anticipated. Even Nilia was saying that after everyone said, oh, Islam is ducking him. Ilya said himself that he doesn't think that Islam is ducking him. It was just he was tired of making that weight and he decided to move up, and he was planning to move up before that. So a lot of things that fans are talking about, those are just talks. In reality, there are two fighters, and to me, it's the reason it's 50-50 because I'm not exactly sure who's going to be able to push their game in the fight. If Ilya does what he always does so far very successfully, which is putting that pressure, knocking out their opponents, then Ilya wins. But that's the thing. Islam, I think Islam is one of the strongest fighters that he's ever would face in the. Well, now he's in the welterweight, but in the lightweight, if we're talking about lightweight division, it also depends. In the welterweight, I don't think Ilya is going to be able to win. It's way too, it's too big for him, I think. But I'm not saying 100%. That's just my opinion. Physical factors really do matter sometimes. But in the lightweight, if Islam successfully keeps him on the distance, controls the distance, throws the long shots and escapes, works semi-defensive, throws those kicks, takes him on the ground and successfully controls the ground, or even submits him, or maybe wins by decision, just by points, then I see Islam winning in that kind of scenario. Otherwise, I see Ilya winning. Yeah, that's what I think. Valentina Shevchenko or Zhang Weili? Oh, that's a good one. I mean, Zhang Weili is great. I also here I'm a little bit biased. I really like Valentina Shevchenko as well. But I'm not exactly sure. They're both great. I'll go for Valentina. I love everyone is like, oh, like Drake is gonna beat Hamzat and Hamzat's gonna beat Drake. I mean, guys, let's just enjoy the fight, and we gotta respect both fighters. Those are not like they both have their stronger sides and weaker sides, and I think it's interesting to think about it that way. You know, what would happen if one wins? Like, what is the chances for one or another fighter? You know, like that's why I appreciate people writing down. Okay, let's say Hamzat for first, second round, and that sounds realistic. If Hamzat wins, he wins that way, pretty much. That's what I think as well. Why I go for the DP? Just because he has that pressure. People don't understand how hard it is to, once you get under that tank pressure, it doesn't matter who you are. If you break under it, it's very hard to recover. And by the time you try to recover, you already lose. Okay, but anyways, I keep scrolling up, guys. Thank you very much. The DP wins, Hamzat wins. It's pretty much all those comments, people saying. I hope he's not on kids and don't need a Lance Armstrong in MMA. Well, unfortunately, a lot of fighters are on and off, cycling in, cycling out, and some of them getting caught, some of them don't. It's just the way it is. Dricus Duplessis win Israel Adesanya. Yes, that's true. You do karate. I used to do Goju karate before boxing, but that was not for very long. I think it was like a year, 1 year. Actually, I had a blue belt. I think, yeah, blue belt. But yeah, anyways, guys, I think I'm pretty much done. I did my morning cardio. Today going to another city called Hoi An. It's more like a historical Vietnamese city. It's very beautiful. Gonna stay there. Gonna try to do some long form content from there as well, and obviously gonna live stream from there. And yeah, let me read through the last comments. Can you control the underground? Well, I'll respond it in a like an athlete would respond. I did a little bit BJJ and I was okay. Kamzat would have subbed easy first at a first round. Yeah, I mean, I like that. That's the problem with the striking dominating fighters. Like they're striking, like Easy has a great striking, his groundwork. So yeah, I think Kamzat would pull that off. If you have a striking like if you have a fighter who has a better striking, like very good, like kickboxer basically, like Pereira for example, and you have a fighter who is more like a wrestler in mixed martial arts, I think pretty much most of the time wrestler gonna win, because as long as they go through that like punches and break that line and take you down, there is not much what the striker can do there. So that's why you're gonna have a round game. Even if you're predominantly a striker, you're gonna have to have a solid takedown defense and some ground game for sure. Focus, calm down. Let me hear your lioness roar. Let me hear it. It's definitely not doing that. First time seeing you. What's your name? My name is Diana. I loved your last video showing us around. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you, Kyle. I appreciate it. Well, especially the last one. I think that was so far my best vlogging video, because I really put a proper effort, did quite a lot of editing on the last one, so I will appreciate if you check it out. And yeah, gotta combine it, do some live streams and do some long form content and some short form as well. Grappling definitely has the advantage, I agree with that. Well, the Gracie family, Gracie's proved that in UFC and other, nothing that comes to my mind right now, but like basically when they try to establish an ultimate fighter and ultimate fighting style, the BJJ, grappling, wrestling combined were winning. But now we're in a new era where, okay, everyone knows as a fighter, you gotta be well-rounded, you gotta be, kind of have it all. But then we have like another level of boxing, like Ilya has, and you see what it does. Like if you have everything well-rounded and very, very strong, like boxing striking, I don't think anyone ever, but there was Conor McGregor who had a great boxing, but his ground game wasn't that good, and that's why like he couldn't stand a chance with Nate Diaz and Khabib, and later on, he lost to Dustin Poirier 2 times, I think. So after that, after Khabib, after Nate Diaz, I would say, but then like, especially after Khabib, he went downhill, and that proved it one more time. Just boxing is enough, but if you have solid groundwork and you have a proper striking, that makes you a beast. The best thing DDP should do in the fight is let Hamza take him down and make him tired, maybe. Well, you can make someone tired. Like that's the thing about DDP. He's like a tank. A stance, a ground, I think it's pretty much doesn't really matter. Like he's gonna outpower, at least try to outpower. I hope it's not gonna be that easy. Like I don't think it's gonna be easy. I'm not saying that. To me, what is the most realistic? I think it's gonna last till 4th, maybe 5th round, maybe entire. Maybe we're gonna end by decision. But if it's a finish, it will be like in a later rounds, and just basically wearing out Hamzat pretty much entire fight. I might be wrong, but that's at this point how I think. I'm sharing it with you. You can burn me for that if I'm wrong after the fight. How far did you end up walking yesterday? Basically, almost all the way in. I took the rest, then continued my walk, and it was like a kilometer left. And this Vietnamese lady just offered me a ride, and of course I agreed because it was very hot. Okay. My age is 25 and my height is 161 centimeters, so 5'2". Dustin was very well-rounded too, but Khabib was just too strong. I mean, here in this case, it's just the factors of Dustin always been quite well-rounded with the dominant, like striking, like his main background comes from boxing, I think. But at the same time, like he's one of those fighters who's been like on and off. He would have a win streaks and then loss and then again win and then again loss. It doesn't make him less of a legend, a great fighter, but you know what I mean. Like he had it on and off. And Khabib at this point was undefeated, and he remained undefeated. And it's kind of like there are a lot of psychological factors to it, and like there is obviously Khabib at that period. Khabib was one of the best endurances, stamina, obviously grappling, wrestling. But Khabib had how to say that, maybe not the best looking and not the prettiest striking, but he had the striking. Like he to me, he outstriked the Conor on their, I think it was second fight or first one. I don't remember exactly which one. They had more like striking exchanges, but like Khabib, even though he's leaning towards grappling more, his striking is not bad. It's not like it's not like a Royce Gracie, and it's a different era. I'm not disrespecting Royce Gracie, but like he was winning by grappling. But when I saw him striking like with Sakuraba, for example, in the Pride championships, I was like, that is not a good striking at all. But at that point, that's the thing, you know, like fighters were relying heavily on their style, their primary style. So you gotta give credit to Khabib that he's not just being a wrestler. Yes, that's his dominating style, but his striking was good enough to be able to stand in do those exchanges as well. DDP fight is on 16th of August. DDP comes up. It's about all these factors equally until you're a fighter, your opponent drastically lacks or this significant gap. Yeah, that's a fair point. Fight IQ, mental power, muscle mass, flexibility, cardio. Well, cardio literally is a physical representation of the mental power. You know, like if your cardio breaks down, your mental power usually also breaks down. I don't know. I cannot tell you which age the height stops growing. Prime Conor was something to Team Khabib. Wow. Prime Conor, I actually saw this video from his prime. He looked better. Like that was before his downfall. And I'm not talking about financial downfall. He's like multi-millionaire. He's doing well, financially speaking. But I think he ruined his reputation and his family's reputation. And that's sad. It has a long-term consequences, you know? Because he has a family and there are certain things that just gonna be inevitable, unfortunately. But Prime Conor was great, and but if you put Khabib against Conor, Khabib won with the discipline. Like Khabib's words regarding discipline and how I think pretty much he lives through it. You gotta give that respect, and that is always more respectable than, you know, achieving the heights and then losing yourself. And that's what I think happened to Conor. Conor was my favorite. The fluidity was amazing. Yeah, Conor had the crazy fluidity, crazy striking, good timing. Very long reach for his body type as well. Very, very long arm reach. Prime Conor better than Prime Aldo? Hard to compare. They're different type of fighters, and like Prime Aldo is a legend. Nice to see. Have a nice day, Coach. Thank you. Have a good day too. But to be a strong fighter, it's feeling great. Yeah, I mean, you gotta commit to it on trainings, and it's like a marathon. You know, you do the long run. The fight is just a result. You know, the fight is just the result of all the work you put in. I understand that, but he did change his family, his kids, and why always be fed. No, I mean, that's, again, fair enough. But as I said, certain things that he did, and that's being a little bit pretty much reckless and, well, even outrageous. Imagine his daughters, and like he has both daughters, sons. Like someone just pulls it off and like starts bullying them. Oh, okay, that's like the situation with Bisping, Michael Bisping. I think he did something. I don't remember. He said something. Someone else said about something about him and his family and his lady. I think his missus, and he took it very personally. He kind of started talking back about it, and to the certain extent that it became such a thing that his kids started getting bullied just because he did something, and he didn't, like, he just wanted to kind of protect his family technically. So imagine like you gotta be very careful. A lot of things can come back to your family. Imagine how it's gonna affect his kids. Like, yes, money buys a lot of things. Money buys comfort. Money buys the like basically quality of life, all that kind of stuff. Always gonna be fed, but reputation matters. Reputation matters. The respect matters. It's sad. To me, it's sad that he neglected that. Maybe he was not even that smart from the beginning. I don't know. But that's sad to me because Conor McGregor was also one of my favorite fighters. He was the reason why I started watching UFC in the first hand. And I think that's the case for a lot of us. Yeah, this is true. Yeah, as I said, I'm just sharing my opinion, guys. And you know what? I'm gonna go now. Gonna get ready, pack up to moving to another city. I promise I'll show you all around because Hoi An is beautiful. It's stunning. It's just unbelievably beautiful. So I'll show you that, and yeah, I see you in the next live stream. See you in the videos, and thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting my channel, and yeah, it's highly appreciated, guys. Anyways, take care, and I see you next time.